Hey, good morning guys. Jared at 3Cs. I am so excited to finally be bringing you guys this video. First point of the video is it is super windy out. It is 62 degrees out this morning and it's supposed to be 32 by tonight. So the wind and the front coming in is huge, very windy. Second side note is I was building a set of suspension this morning and I spilled oil all over me. So if you guys see oil in my pants here in a few minutes, it's from suspension. So this is the all-new 2024 CFMoto Zforce Sport 4. That is a huge mouthful. So CFMoto is the brand, Zforce is the style. So this is the sport model, a U-Force, like on the end over there. That's more of the utility line from CFMoto. I'm trying to zoom in. That's utility, it's got a dump box. Sport, they have a sport and a trail. So sport is wider, trail is narrower, and then 4 means we now have the 4-seater. So very first model to be a 4-seater. They only make it in this configuration. You only get it in the Sport 4. There is no Trail 4. I do not anticipate a Trail 4. It would be too narrow and too tippy. So probably going to be this and bigger are the only configurations you're going to find this model in. So my goal was to have all 3 models and colors out front for you guys. But with this beautiful weather, we have been so incredibly busy. This one was actually parked underneath the awning there, so I just pulled it out this morning to do the quick video. And stay tuned on our website, you'll see the other colors. But my dream video would have been all 3 lined up, just isn't happening this morning. So let's jump into this thing. This video is going to be pretty easy to do because it's very similar to a regular Zforce Sport, except they pretty much chopped it right here and they added the extra row of seats in. But everything behind the seat as far as maintenance goes, and then everything in the driver is normal. So if you went to the dealership last year and you sat in a Zforce Sport 950, this is what you would be seeing. So let's walk around this thing in detail. That way if you can't make it to the dealer but you want to know more about it, that's what this video is all about. So power steering is included, roof is included. The way this one sits is 100% stock. We did not add any windows. But the cool thing with CFMoto is the channels are all clicked in and ready. So you can lay the side panel right in, or the window in here, click it right in. It's a beautiful feature with these guys. You can see the winch down here in the front. It's kind of cool. They went to a more aggressive looking hook. I think it's really sweet looking. And then it's all matte black, which gives it a good finish. They have the fully adjustable shocks. Let me get a little bit better angle here with the gimbal. Oh geez, sorry guys. Right here is our clicker on the top. We can adjust the compression. So if it's one of you in there, you can soften it. If there's more, if you're going faster, you can stiffen it. So pretty easy to clean all in here. If you were, oh, sorry about the sun. So easy to clean all of this. They do, let's see, grease fitting on the sway bar, grease fittings on the A-arms, and I don't see them on the upper A-arm. Oh yeah, on the bottom. So grease fittings are on the bottom there. So they did not take the grease fittings away from us. And you can see the coolant catch tank up on the top. So let's give you that preview. This just has 2 pretty aggressive little tabs. I pull it pretty hard here. I don't want to set it down, it's so windy. So under here, coolant fill, brake fill, winch contactor. We don't open this. This feeds into here for the coolant. It'll push and pull it out as it needs it. And then this looks like a bus bar. So got a bus bar under here, a couple connectors. I'm assuming that these are for accessories down the road, which the first one to come in, so I'm not super familiar with it. Doesn't say, it just says please connect activity. So I'm assuming those are for accessories moving forward. And let's try to, oh, so this just has, I can get the sun to work, the center tab, and then those push tabs there. So with one hand, I'm gonna slide that there. Kind of, oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Go right there with it. There's one, and then, well, I might need 2 hands to do this because it's brand new. I don't want to hurt it. So there's that. There we go. There's one. And there's the second one. So back on. Let's go to the glove boxes because that's in the front here. So I love what they redid on this new Gen 2 style. The older Z-Forces, your glove box was down here and it was super small. As soon as you opened it, everything was on your lap. Where this style, we can open it and it's a huge bin. It is super deep. So we have the funnel and the toolkit that comes stock with it, but you can see my hand and arm, how deep that is. And I hope this wind is not coming through on the microphone because it is super aggressive. And then they got a really nice glove box on that side as well. Let's check this one out. Trying to get the gimbal to catch up with us here. And this side is awesome because we have our winch connector. We don't have to have that plugged in all the time. And then there's also 2 USB ports in here. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see them. So there's our USB, which I think is cool. It's in there tucked in. So if you're trying to charge your phone, it's not living in the weather. It's in a sealed compartment. Let's just hop into the front. So this is extremely similar to a normal Zforce Sport model. Okay, so I like the doors. So the trail model, the door is straighter here, where the sport models are bumped out. So if you watch, there's the oil in my pants, just so you guys know. So if you've watched other videos that I've shot, the sport model, let's give you a preview of Jared here. See, a little bit more room in here. I hope that sun's not making it bad. So the trail model would be tucked in more, but this has the wider door because it is the sport model. I am 6'4", and the seat is all the way back, so watch this. We can crunch myself in here. So that's how far forward we can come with it. You can see the room behind the bar there. And obviously for myself, I would like it back further. There are 2 cup holders, one on either side. 1, 2. The e-brake is here, just so you guys know. We have an e-brake. Very exciting. If you do have a 23 and you do not get this, they are kits. Tom is actually installing a kit in the workshop right now for a customer. So on their 2023. So they are back, stock feature. On the dash, we have normal and sport mode. Let's see if I turn this on. Normal right there. And it tells you normal behind this decal. So there's a peel here, but I'm gonna leave it on. If I switch it to sport mode, you can see my finger over there. Now it's in sport mode. So it's gonna change the aggressiveness of it. We're gonna drive it in a second. I don't have a ton of time this morning, but we're gonna drive it. Every machine that we sell, these are the full tank of gas, 12 volts in the battery. Trying to make it so you guys can see what's going on here. Oh, this is the brightness of the display. This side over here toggles through it. Switching hands. So LED 4 is the brightness of this display. 5 is the brightest, 1 is the darkest. You can't really tell on the video, but it is making a difference. Feel 3, I'm not sure what that is. That's just a dealer thing. Nothing on that screen. Total miles is 1. Trip meter is 0.8. Hours is 0.8. And then back to volts. So we'll leave it on miles because I like that. It's in 2-wheel drive. Here's our toggle switch. Whoa. So 2, 4, and then 4 diff lock. So if I go here in the middle, you might have heard it, maybe not. There is 4-wheel drive. Again, this wind is massive. And then we're gonna go down one more time and hit up diff lock mode. And now you can see the X in it. So diff lock is only to be used in extreme situations. It gets very hard to steer. I would not use that for anything other than being stuck in a mud hole. Regular 4-wheel drive is my recommendation, and then obviously 2-wheel drive is my preferred drive mode for you guys. It's a simple start. We just put our foot on the brake, turn the key, and it starts up. I even have oil on my shoes. They went everywhere. And then this is our 12-volt outlet in the middle. This handle is adjustable for the passenger. We can go all the way out further, quite a bit further if you want. And then in, and it's easy, no tools needed. The passenger seat is not adjustable, but this is, so that's all you need to worry about there. Handles on the inside, and the fit and finish on the front doors is awesome. All the way down through, you can see there's no air gaps or cracks coming out. And the last thing on the front is going to be our shifter. So park, reverse, neutral, high, and low. This thing, I only moved it from there to here, and it's super smooth. I'm going to try to turn so this microphone isn't getting blasted with so much wind. It is incredible. And then let's talk about the back seat. So inside of here, and it's going to be very difficult to do with one hand, I just picked that seat up. Behind there is the ECU for like the dealer to plug into, and then down there is the battery. So battery is extremely easy to get to, and this is identical behind here to a regular Zforce Sport model. So let me zoom out a little bit more, and let's try picking this seat up with one hand. Back in there is the air filter, so air filter cage, and then between the seats you can see these 3 grommets. I'm going to show you the one. There was one there, and then one on this side. And so you can take this whole center panel out to get in there and access for service. If you want a better video of that, check out our 2023 Zforce video. I did it inside where it's not as windy. Let me try to crawl in here real quick. So again, I am massive. And I'm in, so let's check myself out here. There's my legs. I am not comfortable. I do not anticipate a 6'4" adult having any fun back here in a ride, because we're sitting still. We're gonna be hitting bumps. My knees are completely into my gimbal will do it. My knees are into the seat in front of me. But keep in mind, this seat is all the way back. So if I had a shorter driver, I might have more room. I think they did a great job maximizing what they had. There are 2 cup holders. Ooh, because there would have been an e-brake if this was the back. This is a nice cubby. There's no chargers or anything back here. And the only reason why I bring that up is because on like the 6-seater Zforce over there, there are a USB and a 12-volt outlet in the back. Would have been kind of cool if that was here. Maybe like in that area, would have been sick. So I have 3 kids, so this model doesn't totally work for me, but with them being younger still, they can totally fit in here. I love how, I was gonna say, I like how high these doors come up. So keep in mind, I am 6'5", and again, trying to get this gimbal to work with us, 6'4", 6'5". So for me, height is fine, but if I was like a little guy, I'm thinking of like my 8-year-old, I'm not sure how much they would see. I need to get Caden over here today. All right, so this is Braxton and Caden. He is 12 and he is 8. Why don't you guys hop in the back seat of that? Unfortunately, the big windstorm I was telling you guys about brought in the rain, so it beat them getting here. Let you hop in there. So I just want to see for kids, because that's who we think is going to sit in the back. So Braxton, what do you think? Like looking this way?
I think it's fine.
You're pretty tall. So sit, like, I know it's really wet, but sit back.
Oh, yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah, it's really comfy actually.
It is still so windy out here, so I can still see you really well.
Really tall seat as well.
Little Caden though, how's it here? Switch eyes with your brother so I can interview him more. Yeah, come on over here, Kay. All right. So you though, how's it looking for you?
Sit back.
Is it harder for you to see?
A little bit.
Yeah.
You can still kind of see though.
Okay, so I'm gonna step away for a second. So just so you guys know at home, it's just a little bit harder for the littler guys to see out the door. They'll still be safe and they'll still have a good time. How about out the front, Kay? Can you see out the front pretty good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can see okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess kids are still gonna have a good time. Just wanted to throw this in there. My little guy. Maybe before I edit and publish this, I'll see what I can do. I'll get my kids in here and they can give us a bird's eye view of like, this door gets really high right here. And let's give you this side angle. So like what I'm talking about is this really creeps up. It's a great fit and finish. Like it is so cool. Like the tightness, the way it fits in here is great, but it might be really high. I think it's great. Like I get great visibility. Let me try to bring myself down to a kid level. How about that? A little guy is gonna be looking here. Not sure how much they're gonna see. Obviously you can't do anything about the seats, but maybe that would be better if it was like, yeah, I don't know, bring that way down more. So I would take my Dremel, and then the resale value would be horrible, but at least my kids would enjoy it. And then the shocks are adjustable in the back as well. So compression, it even says compression, check that out. Softer, stiffer, there's just clicks. I can feel a click there, a click there. So I'm gonna leave it right where it's supposed to be. There's a dry belt, just so you folks know, that is so easy to get to. I can physically see every bolt. And also they even put a drain plug in here. So if you guys are swamping these things, you can let the water out. Please do that. And then in the back, we do have the tow hitch built in. It's a 2-inch receiver. It's not quite as deep as a standard hitch ball. Actually, this one does go all the way through. They didn't cut it right there. So you can take the receiver out of your truck and slide it in. What I was starting to say is most of them are stopped at this wall. So you have to have a super short receiver with a pin. But they fixed that. Looks like we got grease fittings, front and back, sway bar, which is awesome. And then this has that built-in storage bin. And that is so cool because we can remove it if you don't want it. So you've got like 14 of these little torque screws. You take all these out, you can take this whole bin off, throw it in the garage, give it to a friend, whatever you want to do with it. And you can just open this up now, and then right here, check that out. That's not going to stay up with this wind. So huge storage bin. I wanted to show you this mat, so I'll rest it on my head. This mat, I can't get it to, anyway, there's a mat in here. There it goes. Comes out if you want it to. You can get to the clips underneath. In my gimbal, the wind is not helping me. So it just went totally, try one more time. Sorry, gimbal's giving me some troubles here. There we go, we're back. So that storage bin, I wouldn't say 100% watertight. Actually, it's definitely watertight for a ride. If you're pressure washing at an angle, you might get some water in there. Exhaust sticks straight out the back, which is cool. I love the overall look. CFMoto crushed it with this model. These fuel. The gasoline goes here, and one of the dipsticks is here. This might have two, so I think there's a front one as well. I don't do the service stuff. The guys do the service stuff. I do all the selling. So there's one of the dipsticks. These are $18,299 plus freight. At our dealership, that's all we add is freight, no other fees, except local sales tax. So let's hop in this thing right now before I have to open and take this thing for a ride. All right, let's turn this thing on. And I'm gonna tell you guys right away, you gotta plug your seatbelt in if you wanna go anywhere. Because if you don't, you will go 5 miles an hour, and then you're gonna call me later and be like, this thing doesn't move. And I have no idea what the microphones are gonna do because it's already windy plus speed. So let's just go high range first. No, low range. So let's check out this throttle feel, if I can get it to turn. So we're in low range, seatbelt's plugged in. Oh, we're in normal too, this makes a difference. So this is so controllable. So if you're trying to load this in your trailer, this is not jerky. I can go 1 mile an hour if I want. We're barely moving. This gear, low range, is meant for 15 miles an hour, like under 15, like 0 to 15. Let's try sport mode in this. Okay, a little bit spunkier. You can tell right away. Oh yeah, that's sick. This thing boots right along. I'm not sure how the microphone's gonna do in the wind driving. So let's just try. We'll see what happens. The power steering is so easy to use. And low range is pretty boring to drive around in. So let's try high range real quick. So we're in high, or let's go to normal again. Let's check the takeoff. How does that feel? Okay, very easy to control. And then let's blow a circle here. The first thing I want to do while we're up here is turning radius. So, okay, we're going to start here. I always do this in all the videos. So we start right here. We're in high range. It doesn't matter. We're going to be in normal two-wheel drive, full lock, all the way. The thing is actually incredibly sharp turning. I never would have guessed a four-seater. We're going to check this out. I'll show you guys this. This is impressive. I don't think this is all that much longer than a standard one. Holy smokes. Watch this. Let's back up. I'll show you the circle we just made. I don't know, whoa. Gimbal, the wind again, sorry. That is an incredibly tight circle. I am super impressed with that. So turning is awesome. Let's put this thing in sport mode. Okay, I'm not gonna honk on it because it's brand new. Someone's gonna buy this. They're gonna watch this video and yell at me, so, but we're gonna go a little bit. Tons of power. This thing is a riot. Very, very quiet for the driver, I should say. This thing is incredibly quiet, incredibly smooth. The brakes work great. So we're in park. Let's hop out and I'll do a little exit video here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching our video. This was Jared at 3C's Recreation. This is the first video of the Zforce Sport 4-seater. I might keep one of these. I've got 3 kids. The wife and the kids might enjoy this as I ride dirt bikes around them. Again, Jared at 3C's, so stay tuned for more videos on this machine because we're not done with it. If you thought this video was helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps me make more videos and doing more. Oh, we're 3C's. We're right off I-86 on exit 7. If you want a brand new machine, I'd love to be your dealer. These videos definitely help with that. So enjoy the ride and we'll see you on the trail.